The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and more in southwestern Connecticut.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fairfield Warde High School here. It's the boys FCIAC quarterfinal day, game 1 of 4. Our first matchup, we're going to see the Ridgefield Tigers taking on the Fairfield Warde Mustangs. Good afternoon, everyone. Kevin Coleman, Chris Kutzo alongside you for this afternoon. We'll have you for the first 2 games. Chris, let's jump right into it. The Ridgefield Tigers and the Fairfield Warde Mustangs, they just played each other on Wednesday night. Tigers with the win, 72-66. What do the Tigers need to do now, since this is pretty much a home game for the Warde Mustangs this afternoon?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a great atmosphere today. We got an action-packed slate, but I think for the Ridgefield Tigers, it's definitely just going to be carrying momentum in. They're winners of their last 4, including 9 of 11, so they're definitely on the upbeat. But if I'm Fairfield Warde, I just got to be careful of taking care of the basketball and just moving it around and getting space for your shooters, because that's going to be ever so important.
Now for the Ridgefield Tigers, they get Brendan McNamara back. If you look back towards the January part of the season, McNamara was out for an extended time. We missed him when the Tigers went to Danbury High School to take on the Hatters. Hatters ended up being the Ridgefield Tigers. Let's talk about how impactful Brendan McNamara will be for the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, he was coming off a really serious foot injury from what the Ridgefield trainer had diagnosed, but he was able to come back, and that was big for this Ridgefield team. He's a playmaker. He can get to the basket. He can shoot it. He's been ever so great for Andrew McClellan, the head coach for Ridgefield. So he's definitely a big player that we're going to watch out here for today.
All right, Chris, before we go, who are your key players of the game?
I think it's going to be Brandon McNamara, and it's going to be Marcel Parsons for Fairfield Warde. He's got a lethal jump shot, and he's going to be really good getting to the basket.
Now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have tip-off here. FCIAC Boys quarterfinals here on the HAN Network.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com. You looking for new opportunity this year? How does growing a business with unlimited income potential sound? Christy Kinsman is a local entrepreneur building a global health and wellness business in Fairfield County. Offering cutting-edge anti-aging skincare, all botanically based and paraben-free, and a complete vegan, clean-eating nutritional plan, Christy's looking for business partners that can help get others healthier while taking advantage of an untapped market. Take that first step to freedom from the 9-to-5 grind by learning more about the products and our mentorship program. Contact Christy at thelittlehouseShop@yahoo.com. Discover a world of wellness in the heart of New Canaan. Halo Studios, New Canaan's first collaborative wellness center, offers you the freedom to choose from the best and latest health, fitness, and wellness options. Inside Halo Studios, you'll find all the wellness experts you need at places like Halo Fitness, Priority Wellness, and Sama Yoga Center. Come by for a free wellness assessment, open 7 days a week at 45 Grove Street. For more information, visit halostudios.com or call 203-594-9909.
Are you ready for winter? Ski and Sport has everything you need to be fully outfitted for the season. A family-owned and operated business with over 40 years of experience, Ski and Sport's 3 can
Have a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Basketball, hockey, skiing, whatever the sports injury is, sprain, or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
Are you ready for winter? Ski and Sport has everything you need to be fully outfitted for the season. A family-owned and operated business with over 40 years of experience, Ski and Sport's 3 convenient locations in Fairfield County offer top-quality, high-fashion ski and winter wear. In addition to clothing for men, women, and children, we also offer seasonal rentals for the entire family. Stop by our stores on 1 Ethan Allen Highway in Ridgefield, 877 Post Road East in Westport, and at 110 Main Street in New Canaan. Or visit us at skiandsport.net.
Have a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Basketball, hockey, skiing, whatever the sports injury is, sprain, or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands at the President's Day event and Ram Truck Month, now through February 28th.
I'm Frank Granito.
And I'm Donald Ing for the HAN Network.
Tune in to Nutmeg Sports Monday through Thursday, where we bring you all the top stories from Connecticut sports.
From highlights to player interviews and expert analysis, no one gets you closer to Connecticut's games than Nutmeg Sports.
Nutmeg Sports, now Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. on the HAN Network.
And welcome back to Fairfield Warde High School for Game 1 of 4 of the boys' quarterfinals here for the FCIAC tournament. It's the Warde Mustangs and the Ridgefield Tigers. Tigers coming in as a number 3 seed. The Warde Mustangs coming in as a number 6 seed. Tigers wearing the all-white jerseys. Mustangs in the all-black. Alongside Chris Kutzo, I'm Kevin Coleman, and the Tigers get things started. There's Brandon McNamara. Zach Essen player, the point guard for the Ridgefield Tigers. And Longo for 3. Off the front iron and rebounded by Marcel Parsons.
He's going to be a big factor here for Fairfield Warde today, Kevin. We got to keep an eye on him.
And Chris, let's talk about the Conway brothers. These guys can really shoot the basketball. How key are they for the Warde Mustangs tonight?
Yeah, they're definitely really good guards for this Fairfield Warde team. They're going to be ever so important and just so speedy and such an array of facets that they possess. So it's going to be so important for them to get going today if Fairfield Warde has a chance of winning this game.
Ridgefield Tigers coming in 11-5. Both teams coming in 11-5. A good look inside for Conway. Missed the layup and rebounded by McNamara. He gets it up court to Chris Longo. Sends it down to Ladowdy.
This is going to be big.
No good. Ladowdy gets his own rebound. And we got travel on the floor. It's going to be on Ladowdy. First turnover of the night for the Ridgefield Tigers.
Yeah, this is going to be big. The size mismatch with Nicholas Ladowdy for Ridgefield, standing at 6'8".
Here's Marcel Parsons, the point guard here and the leader for the Mustangs. There's Conway. There's that jump shot. He gets it by Newborn. And we got our first bucket of the night. It goes to the Warde Mustangs. Here comes that full court press, Chris. So far, the Warde Mustangs coming out on the attack. We got a foul on the floor.
We talk about the offenses, Kevin, but the defense for both teams is so tenacious and resilient. It's going to be such an effort we're going to see today from both teams. This is such a big day for these teams. This quarterfinals, this is so intense.
The foul on the floor is going to be on Jackson Longley. First foul of the night. We'll see Newborn hand it over to Essen player. This is good ball-moving Ridgefield Tiger team. See the Warde Mustangs sitting in that 2-3 zone. Marcel Parsons tries to rip it away from the Dowdy. SM player, good feed inside to McNamara. McNamara misses his shot, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Warde Mustangs ball.
You know, even though they've been on the down tick, Coach Ryan Swaller for Fairfield Warde is going to have these guys ready to go, Kevin. There's no doubt in my mind. They are a well-coached team.
Tigers 5-2 this month in February. The Warde Mustangs 4-4 the month of February down the stretch. Conway for three, off the front iron, and it's rebounded by the Mustangs. And it's good, put back up. That's Malcolm Boone. Big putback, Chris.
I think it definitely helps to have the home crowd on your side here, playing in your own gymnasium. It's going to be a big factor, too.
And we're going to turn over on SM player. Second turnover of the night for the Ridgefield Tigers.
We got to be careful. It's going to be something that we talked about with Fairfield Warde, but Ridgefield's got to be careful taking care of the basketball as well.
These two teams saw each other on Wednesday, the last game of the regular season. The Tigers came up with the victory at home. A missed jump shot by Conway will stay with the Warde Mustangs. The Tigers had a 37-27 lead at the half. And going into the second half, Tigers went up 43-27. The Warde Mustangs actually got the game within two. Jump shot is good. That's Jackson Longley. A nice start for the Warde Mustangs, Chris.
Yeah, 6-0 run to start the game. I'll take that any day if I'm the coach.
Tigers looking to get on the board here. There's Brendan McNamara from three. No good. And it's rebounded by Parsons.
You know, he's such a really good rebounding guard, too. One of the best in the FCIAC.
Longley for three, and it's good. And they'll get a timeout by Coach McClellan. A smart timeout. What a start for the Mustangs. A 9-0 run to start the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching boys FCIAC quarterfinals here on the HAN Network.
Whether you're looking for the freshest seafood, the perfect steak, or want to share delicious appetizers, look no further than the Stone's Throw in Seymour. Chef Peter Hom has more than 30 years of experience creating original recipes in his American eclectic style. Our dishes are made from scratch with fresh, local ingredients that pair perfectly with a seasonal craft beer, a signature cocktail, or your favorite wine. When you visit our Riverside location, you'll feel like you're on vacation when you're only a stone's throw from home. Visit us on Roosevelt Drive in Seymour or at stone'sthrowct.com.
Welcome back. Warde Mustangs starting the game off with a 9-0 run, Chris.
Yeah, huge way to settle the nerves coming into this quarterfinals. I mean, obviously these teams are going to be a little tentative in the beginning, but definitely a big start to the day for the Warde Mustangs.
It was the Ridgefield Tigers who went out to a hot start on Wednesday night. Here's Chris Longo, jump shot is off. And a nice offensive rebound by Brendan McNamara, and it's blocked away.
Wow, what a play.
Here's J.J. Conway. Off to his brother for three. Basket won't count.
They're calling off the ball foul here. Yeah.
And it's going to be on J.J. Conway. The Ridgefield Tigers catching a break.
Yeah, that's got to hurt coming in, nailing that three from the parking lot almost. That was a long one.
And we've already seen how impactful the Conway brothers can be on the hardwood for the Mustangs tonight. Ridgefield Tigers still trying to get on the board. A nice pass from Estepler inside to Longo. Longo gets the feed inside. The Ridgefield Tigers are finally on the board. Parsons for three. Off the front iron, no good. Boone with the rebound, and he puts it in.
I'm truly shocked at what I'm seeing. This Ridgefield Tigers team is in all sorts of disarray.
Ridgefield Tigers had a tough time boxing out so far. Marcel Parsons gets the steal. Here are the Warde Mustangs. And we're going to get a foul. It's going to be an offensive foul. Nice job by Zach Essen player of setting his feet.
An offensive foul charge
for Zach Essen player. Basketball runs in his family. Chris,
yeah,
a great varsity player as well.
Number 20. Rashad Butler into the game.
The Ridgefield Tigers down early on, trying to come back.
And we'll see what kind of a impact Luke McGarity and Alexander Price will have coming off the bench. Maybe this is a little change is what the Ridgefield Tigers need.
Scrum for the ball. It's one away by Conway. Here come the Warde Mustangs. Parsons with the ball. Over to Conway. Here comes the jumper. No good. And it's rebounded by McNamara. And on the break of the Tigers. There's a three-pointer. And it's good! From downtown.
Immediate impact.
And the Tigers only down 11-5 now. A big three-pointer there by St. Pierre.
I think both teams can settle in now.
Nice ball movement early on from the Warde Mustangs. Down low to Broom. Over to Butler. Back to Parsons. Parsons working on McNamara. And it's going to be out of bounds. Ridgefield Tiger ball.
You saw the good and the bad on that. Moving the ball around, trying to find an open look, but the bad, turning the ball over. So that's going to precisely be the game plan for Fairfield Warde. Because they don't have a lot of size.
Tallest player on the roster for both sides is Ledowdy, sitting at 6'8". The Tigers trying to break the full court press. Nice job by St. Pierre. Over to Essen player. Cross court pass. Inside to McNamara. McNamara still trying to get on the board. 20 points against the Warde Mustangs. St. Pierre's three-pointer no good, and a nice offensive rebound by McNamara. St. Pierre again for three, and it's good! From downtown, the Tigers down 11-8. A deep three-pointer from Longley, no good. We're going to see a foul. It's going to be on St. Pierre.
Foul charge against number 23 on the Tigers team, St. Pierre.
And that's 3 team fouls now on the Ridgefield Tigers.
We'll get the starters back in now. Get Ledowdy and Newborn back in.
Essen player Longo and McNamara take a seat.
For the Tigers, number 5, Joe Newborn, number 22, Andrew Price, and number
now the timeout, Tigers playing better basketball. McGarity on Conway. Get it down low. Good pump fake. St. Pierre is going to get called for the blocking foul. In the month of February, the Warde Mustangs 4-4 with wins against Trinity, Stanford, McMahon, and Greenwich. Their losses came against Darien, Ludlow, and Ridgefield. And if you remember, Chris, losing in a heartbreaker in triple overtime to Trumbull Eagles at Trumbull. That tough loss for the Mustangs.
That was no slouch, though. That was the best game of the year. And even losing to Darien, too, that's the 2 seed. I mean, they've had a lot of quality losses. So no shame for the Warde Mustangs.
Not to mention the crosstown rivalry against the Ludlow Falcons. That was a big win for Ludlow, ending their season on a high note. A good look inside, and it's rebounded by Newborn. Kicked outside, three-pointers up, no good. And we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on the Mustangs.
Over the back on that one on Ledowdy. How do you? I can't imagine how you get an over the back foul on Nicholas Ledowdy. He's huge.
That's going to be on Mark Garcia, the center. 14th foul on the Mustangs early on.
Yeah.
Minute 32 to go. St. Pierre feeling hot. Three-pointer no good. Scrum for the ball. And we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on the Ridgefield Tigers.
This is where we can definitely start playing basketball now. Both teams are feeling good now, hitting some shots, playing good.
Fouls on Luke McGarity, freshman sitting at 6'1", getting quality varsity minutes as a freshman. Mustangs hanging on to an 11-8 lead. Started the game on a 9-0 run. Conway inside, and the basket's good. J.J. Conway, Chris.
Yeah, they're just so impactful, like you said. Just possessing those outside shots and being able to get to the basket, it just makes him so well-rounded. But we talk about Ridgefield, going back to that. This is a team that was completely different from when we saw them in Danbury early on in January. This is a team that has a lot more weapons in its arsenal now. I mean, we were seeing like a 7-man rotation for Andrew McClellan, but he's entrusted some more players, and they've earned their playing time. So we'll see what kind of an impact that has here today, too.
Zach Essenplayer checks in for Luke McGarity. The senior captain go back to his duties as point guard. St. Pierre over Newborn. Here's Essenplayer down. Trying to find Ladowdy. A good steal by Parsons over to Butler. Over to Conway. Here's Brune. Kicks it back out to Conway. And we're going to get a foul on St. Pierre. Chris, they are attacking the inside paint, especially St. Pierre. That's 2 now on St. Pierre.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more of a different look from this Warde team. The game plan for them was to find outside shots and spread the floor. But they're having a lot of success attacking the basket against Ridgefield so far. So that's definitely something we have to continue to watch for if they continue to do that.
J.J. Conway, good look, and a tip inside by his brother. How about the brother combination there, Chris?
Yeah, you can just feel the bread and butter look on that.
Tigers looking to respond, down 16-8. Essenplayer kicks it out to Longo from 3. And it's good! Chris Longo gets his first 3 of the night.
That was a great pass in the vision by Essenplayer.
The foul before it's going to be on the Tigers. It's going to be on Newborn.
No look pass to Longo on the wing there.
Foul charge against number 5, Joe Newborn of the Tigers. His first.
That's Newborn's first foul. Newborn, the senior, sitting at 6 foot. Warde will inbound the ball over to Brune, over to Conway. Conway from 3.
Just feel it.
It's a buzzer beater to go. Just great finish to the end of the first quarter, Chris.
Just a nice roll there, shooter's roll.
And that'll do it. We'll be back with second quarter action here on the HAN Network.
In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Recently renovated and home to one of Connecticut's largest indoor turf fields, In Sports is a multi-sport recreation center providing state-of-the-art facilities for league play, camps, and youth programs. Sign your child up now for In Sports Future Stars Basketball Academy, teaching skills on the basketball court for boys and girls ages 5 through 9. Visit insportscenters.com for more information on this 7-week program. And for adults, spots are also still available for our men's 30 and over and 40 and over leagues. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Fairfield Warde High School here for FCIAC quarterfinal action here on the HAN Network. A good start for the Warde Mustangs. They're up 19-11 going into the second quarter. Welcome inside the broadcast booth alongside Chris Cuzzo and Kevin Coleman. And Chris, what are your thoughts on that first quarter?
It's just definitely a surprising start. We thought this Ridgefield team was going to get out to a hot start, but it turns out Fairfield Warde was. And it really isn't that surprising because at this time of the year, it's just madness. It's pure madness.
We talked about pure madness. This is only game 1 of 4, Chris.
We're in for a treat.
We're in for a long day here at Fairfield Warde. It's going to be a fun one. 3 more games to come up. Warde Mustangs will start with the basketball. Brendan McNamara, without he gets the rebound, over to Essenplayer. And a steal away by the Warde Mustangs. Here comes Conway. Layup is no good. His brother tries to get it. J.J. Conway can't get the rebound.
Look at Chris Longo under the basket. Wow.
And we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on Longo.
But man, how about that? Just wouldn't let that ball go in the basket.
His first Team 7.
And that's Longo's first foul.
Brendan McNamara checks
And
back
Marcel
into the
Parsons will
game.
go to the line shooting 1-1.
You know, if I'm Ridgefield, Kevin, and I see how I'm turning the ball over a little bit, I think I got to slow it down on offense because they're trying to run and play in the fast break, but it really isn't playing all that well for them in transition. They just got to take their time and find space.
Number 24, Jackson
First free throw is good by Parsons on the 1-1. Jackson Longley checks in.
Talk about another big factor here, hitting free throws. Who's going to win that battle?
And 2 for 2 is Parsons. Tigers down 10 in the second quarter.
Both of the free throws. Mustangs lead 21-11.
Good defense so far from the Warde Mustangs. Here's Longo, top of the key. Drives the lane and layup is good. Chris Longo gets it to go. A big bucket for the Tigers.
Yeah, his strength really plays a factor in how well he can get to the basket. Saw him on the football field. He can go up and get it on the football field. You could tell he can definitely go up to the basket.
Longo, a gifted athlete. He'll be attending Dickinson College next year. The Ridgefield Tigers try and get a stop here. Marcel Parsons over to Conway. Over to Rashad Butler. And a pass a little too far for Parsons there, Chris.
That was a great defensive sequence for Ridgefield. Moving off of screens really well, staying on the man, just an all-around great defensive sequence there.
We'll see the Ridgefield Tigers try and take advantage as they get a big turnover. McNamara down low, and it's stolen away, but they're going to call a kick on Conway. So Ridgefield Tigers catching a break. How about Conway early on with the defense, Chris?
Yeah, Conway and Marcel Parsons, too. They've both been playing a big role on defense. Really just lots of steals, forcing turnovers. Really big impact here so far.
So the Ridgefield Tigers, 6:19 to go here in the first half. Down low to McNamara. Good spin inside. Layup is good. How about that move inside, Chris, by McNamara?
Yeah, he's got a lot of weapons at his disposal.
And an offensive foul is going to be called on Marcel Parsons. A good look inside, but an even better job again. There's McNamara setting his feet.
Oh, yeah. He's a two-way player. You talk about how he has an array of moves. He's great defensively.
Parsons will have to take his seat now. That's his second foul. Ridgefield Tigers doing a nice job breaking the press. Here's Newborn. Inside, he gets fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2.
I thought he was going to swing it to McNamara in the corner there, but chose to take it to the rack. He drew the contact.
Number 30 of the Mustangs, Marcel Grove.
So Joe Newborn, the senior, looking to get on the board in the second quarter here as the Tigers down 6. Free throw, no good.
You talk about the Fairfield Warde Mustangs student section. They came out to play. They're here. So is Ridgefield's, though, too.
Tigers then showing up here. We even have some members of the girls varsity team for the Ridgefield Tigers girls basketball team here showing their support. Second free throw is good. And the lead is now 5 for the Mustangs. SM player guarding Conway. Conway. Good look inside. Kicks it back out to Longley for 3. No good. Nice rebound down low. Down low, that's...
Foul charge against number 2 of the Tigers, Brendan McNamara.
It's going to be on Brendan McNamara.
Jalen Jeanette, 2 shots.
Jalen Jeanette getting his first look tonight. A 6'3" senior center. Will go to the line shooting 2.
Biggest guy on the roster, too. We'll see if he can match up a little bit with Ladowdy, who's now checking back in.
Luke McGarity, number 42.
See Joe Newborn and Alexander Price check out. McGarity and Ladowdy check in for the Tigers. Both free throws missed. We'll see the Tigers can respond. McGarity down low, stolen away by Jeanette.
Still trying to force it there on the fast break and run along the baseline, so they gotta keep in mind to calm it down a little bit.
Here's Conway over to his brother. Nice move inside, and it's blocked away by Ladowdy. There's that size, Chris.
Oh yeah, it plays a big factor, huge factor.
And we'll get an offensive foul. It's going to be called on Essen player. Nice job by Jeanette of setting his feet.
Look at the ball getting stuck in the cylinder.
And of course, we also have girls FCIAC hockey on the network today. If you go to han.network, there's tabs for you to click on. You can click on this game. You can click on girls hockey, of course, boys hockey as well today. 7 games today on the network. A big day for everyone here at the HN
This
Network.
is a huge day today. One of our biggest days of the year, arguably.
And the jumper is good by Conway. 23-16 is our score. A little over 4.5 to go in the half. McGarity swings it over to Essen player. He swings it over to Longo. Look inside. McNamara gets fouled. It's going to be on Jalen Jeanette.
Ooh. He had Luke McGarity on the wing there, getting ready, setting up for a 3. Freshman getting some quality minutes.
And Chris, early on, we're seeing the Ridgefield Tigers doing a nice job of swinging the ball around, good ball movement, even some no-look passes like we've seen from Essen player. How about the ball movement by the Tigers early on?
Yeah, despite a slow start, Ridgefield has really settled in here. They're starting to find their open shooters, penetrate the basket, move it around, and create space, which is really what they got to do against this Fairfield Warde team. They're great on defense, great on man, so you just got to find the open look in the zone in order to have a good look at the basket.
McNamara is 2 for 2 from the line, so a nice job by Brendan McNamara. 23-18 our score. A look inside. There's Jackson Longley. Back and forth we go. A little over 4 minutes to go. Tigers trailing, looking to respond here. The freshman McGarity sends it down low to Longo, kicks it back out to Essen player. Essen player, pass to McNamara. Good job of saving that from going out of bounds. We got a foul on the floor before the shot.
No continuation on that.
It's going to be on Matthew Becker, his first.
Oh, McNamara is great at going to the basket and drawing contact and getting to the line to shoot free throws. That's so far I've seen an inclination from him to do that.
Both teams now in the bonus. It's the 1-and-1 in for Brendan McNamara. 18 fouls for the Warde Mustangs, 9 on the Tigers. McNamara 4 for 4 from the line tonight.
Mustangs lead 25-20.
And here's Rashad Butler. Swings it over to Longley, over to Jeanette. Top of the key, good defense by Ladowdy. Over to Conway. Jumper's up and it's no good.
Did a good job of moving off the screen there, just couldn't quite get that one in the basket.
Tigers trailing by 5, a little over 3.5 to go. And you hear the Tigers Den coming to life. Newborn in trouble.
Almost
skips over McGarity.
Kept that being turned over.
And we'll see a blocking foul. Nice job by Longo going baseline. Foul's going to be on Jalen Jeanette.
Okay. Trying to use his size there to his advantage, Chris Longo. We're going to have Jeanette check out now. That'll be his second from what I believe.
2 fouls on Jeanette. He'll sit. Longo will go to line.
Coach Warde girls coach Dave Danko having a word there at the end of the bench.
And the first free throw is good by Chris Longo. So far the Tigers very strong from the charity stripe tonight. Again, Coach Danko so supportive of what we do here at the network. We'd like to thank him. Of course, Chris, you had a great interview with him this past week during the girls' tournament.
I did, and he's great. He is excellent, an excellent interview. He definitely loves to contribute to what we do here at the network, and he's just a great guy on and off the court overall.
Three-pointer, and it's good. Chris Longo from downtown, and the game is tied. And we're going to timeout called by Coach Swaller. We'll take it with them. We'll have more second quarter action here on the HAN network after this.
He told Dad he could have his office back if he sold 150 cars last month.
Deal's a deal.
Well, Dad, you did it. You get your office back.
Forget it. I'm having too much fun down here. My new goal, 160 cars.
Wow.
Folks, if you ever wanted a great price on a new Nissan, now is the time.
Right now, lease a 2017 Altima 2.5S for only $99 a month.
Isn't it time you got Millerized?
And welcome back to Warde High School, home of the Mustangs here, as we have game 1 of 4, the boys FCIAC quarterfinals. Game is tied. Ridgefield Tigers doing a nice job of coming back, down 23-16, going on a big run to tie this game up at 25 with 3:09 remaining. Alongside Chris Kutzo, I'm Kevin Coleman. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in. You can also tune in to girls hockey on the network. Go to han.network and click on the tab. As the Warde Mustangs looking to respond. With an offensive foul called on Rashad Butler. Nice job by the freshman McGarity, Chris.
Yeah, just took a step in too much and was able to force the offensive turnover there.
The Ridgefield Tigers looking to take their first lead of the night. With 2:53 remaining, here's the freshman bringing up the ball with McNamara. And we'll get a foul. It's going to be on the floor.
Garcia, Ladowdy getting the contact there. You see how Ladowdy does at the line, though. Not typically a great free throw shooter. He's got the stereotype with the big men, but we'll see if he can sink his free throws here.
And Garcia unhappy with the call. That's his second 10th team foul on the Warde Mustangs. Ladowdy will shoot 2. First one is no good. Tigers still searching for their first lead of the night. Tall lefty. Second shot is good, and Chris, with 2:45 in the second quarter, the Tigers take their first lead.
Yeah, just like I said, settling in. Got to shake the nerves in a type of game like this. It's a big-time game, but just play your brand of basketball is really the message that I can give to any team here playing today. Just don't play out of your comfort zone.
We'll see if the Mustangs can respond. Conway kicks it out to Butler for 3. No good. And a nice rebound and a block by Ladowdy. And a turnover on the Warde Mustang. It's going to be called on Garcia. The Tigers get the ball back with 2:15 remaining. McNamara inbounds to Longo. We'll see Sean Conway check back in for the Warde Mustangs. As he strips this one away, it's a good steal for the Mustangs.
See if they can move it up.
Longley for 3, no good. And we'll get a foul. It's going to be called on Sean Conway.
I could see Coach Swaller for Warde yelling at the end of the bench, take a high percentage shot on that one. Can't settle for those types of looks.
We'll see Brendan McNamara go to the line, shooting 2.
Now Tigers are in the double bonus. Keep an eye on this. We still have 2 minutes left.
Great crowd on hand so far. Like we said, this is the first game of 4 on the network. Up next, we'll have Darien, the number 2 seed, taking on Danbury, the number 7 seed.
That is a grossly understated matchup, too. A 2 versus 7 is nowhere close to what we will see in a 2 versus 7. Danbury is so dangerous.
Brendan McNamara, first shot is good. And they take a 2-point lead, trying to extend it to 3. After that game, we'll have Trinity Wilton, and then the last game of the night will be Trumbull against McMahon, the 1 versus the 8. McNamara good from the line. The Tigers have their biggest lead of the night. It's 3. Marcel Parsons trying to lead his Mustangs back here. Good look inside to Brune. Brune's layup couldn't go, and Ladowdy with a nice rebound. The Tigers pushing the floor.
Slowing it down here. That's what they want. Now they'll set up a play.
Good look inside, swings it over.
Good ball
McNamara for 3, and it's good. What a pass! Newborn to Essenplayer over to McNamara. Pretty play for the Tigers, Chris.
That was excellent. That was exactly what Coach McClellan wanted. Spread the ball around like that.
6-point lead for the Tigers, their largest. Marcel Parsons, the jumper no good. Rebounded by Ladowdy.
Trying to create space off the dribble there. He's really good at doing that, Marcel Parsons.
Newborn for 3, no good. And we'll get a foul, so Newborn will go to the line shooting 3.
Yeah, this is crucial here. Is just got to hit all your free throws. We'll see here. This is excellent, though, from what we're seeing from both teams. Going back and forth, the seesaw battle of sorts.
Joe Newborn at the line. First one is no good. He was 1 for 2 his last trip to the line. Second shot is good. Chris, early on especially, free throws are important the later part of the game, but they really come back to haunt you if you can't hit them early on.
They do, and that's why any coach in the FCIAC has got to be fully aware of that and definitely implements that a ton in practice.
Newborn, 2 for 3 from the line, 4 for 5 on the night. We'll see if the Mustangs can respond. Here's Conway, pump fakes. His floater's up, no good, and it's rebounded by McNamara. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Looks like
Tigers up 33-25.
Looks like Ridgefield will settle for one final shot.
Good ball movement.
Barring a really good look.
Ten seconds remaining. Here's McNamara. Looks inside. Good pump fake by Essenplayer. Swings it out to Newborn for 3. And it's good! Joe Newborn!
Wow.
What a way to end the half, Chris.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is exciting. That was just another excellent pass by Zach Essenplayer on the baseline to the wing for Joe Newborn, I'm sorry.
What a way to end the first half. Tigers go up 11 going into the locker room. When we come back, we'll have second half action here on the HAN Network.
fresh start to the new year by shaking up your meal routine. Walter Stewart's Market is your local source for a delicious selection of fresh and convenient salad shakers, like Southwest salad with chicken, Cobb with organic chicken, Power Vegan with fruit and quinoa, Greek salad with tabbouleh, and grilled shrimp with hominy. Grab one from our salad case or order from our deli today. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com. I'm Kate Chaplinsky, and this is your in-game news update on the HAN Network, bringing you the latest headlines for Saturday, February 25th. The father charged with killing his daughter's mother in Bridgeport on Friday is an undocumented immigrant that had previously been deported from the U.S. Police say that Oscar Hernandez stabbed and killed 26-year-old Nydia Gonzalez, the mother of his daughter. They say he also stabbed a friend of hers who is in critical condition. Hernandez then allegedly took off with his 6-year-old daughter, Aylin. An Amber Alert was then issued across 6 states. Aylin was found safely in Pennsylvania yesterday, and Pennsylvania State Police say Hernandez is now in custody. Bridgeport police say he has a history of violence and had a restraining order against him for an assault of another female. Federal immigration officials say that 39-year-old Hernandez had previously been deported from Hartford in October 2013. Immigration and Customs Enforcement says he has felony convictions from 2002 for assault and threatening, as well as several misdemeanor convictions. And in other news, a state trooper risked his life Friday evening to save a man who was threatening to jump off the Q Bridge in New Haven. Around 5:30 p.m., troopers from Bridgeport responded to I-95 southbound on the Q Bridge and found the male on the opposite side of a safety wall and barrier. Troopers tried to talk the man to safety, however, he refused and moved closer to the edge in an attempt to jump. A trooper then ran towards the man, jumped over the wall, and grabbed the man, preventing him from jumping off the bridge. The trooper held him against the bridge with no barrier between him and the edge, so other troopers, as well as New Haven police and New Haven firefighters, could pull the male over the wall to safety. The male was transported to the hospital for evaluation and further assistance. State police encourage anyone experiencing emotional distress or suicidal thoughts to contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-TALK. That hotline will be routed to local crisis counselors and services. And in Trumbull, Christian Heritage School was placed on lockdown and White Plains Road was closed Friday morning after a crash and investigation into reports of a man with a gun. Calls to 911 shortly before 7:40 in the morning reported a multi-vehicle crash and that a man had fled carrying a gun. According to Trumbull police, Joseph Mezzanot of Ruth Street in Trumbull was found on Twitchgrass Road, a side street near that crash scene. Mezzanot was taken into custody by officers. A handgun was recovered. Police said Mezzanot, who is 24 years old, had a valid permit and did not display the firearm at any time. Mezzanot was taken to the hospital for treatment of injuries related to the crash. Police say that charges against him are pending. And babysitting money, coats, sneakers, and gift cards have all disappeared over the last couple of weeks from backpacks left unattended in the girls' locker room at Ridgefield High School. The Ridgefield Press reports that calculators, iPads, and other valuables have gone missing from backpacks left in the school's library and student center, too. Now, while locker room theft isn't new at the high school and students are told during orientation to lock up their stuff, at least one parent believes that administrators have dropped the ball and failed to warn students about what's been going on recently. Jen Williamson Pell, whose freshman daughter had $100 in gift cards and $80 in cash stolen from her wallet while she was at gym class, said the school has a policy and her daughter was foolish to leave her backpack unattended, but the school should be reminding students of potential larcenies. The mother said that her and her daughter would have taken a different approach had the school notified either the parent or the student about previous larcenies. But there's a lot more on that story at theridgefieldpress.com. And with 2 months left to raise $210,000, the Darien Lights Brigade is holding a variety of fundraising efforts in Darien and the surrounding area. The Lights Brigade is a group of volunteers working to raise the money needed for LED stadium lights at Darien High. The town and school board has approved the project, but the money must be raised through the Darien Athletic Foundation. Upcoming fundraisers in March and April include sports clinics for young athletes, workout classes, and spa days at area businesses, as well as a guest bartending night at Darien Social and an April fundraiser at Shake Shack. But you can get a list of those fundraisers and more information at Darien Times or find out more at DarienLightsBrigade.com. That does it for this in-game news update on the HAN Network. For the latest news, sports, and more, watch Coffee Break weekdays at 11. This update was brought to you by Carl Chevrolet. National Eating Disorder Awareness Month in February, the HAN Network and Silver Hill Hospital are working together to raise awareness. Every Monday this month will feature in-depth discussions with experts at Silver Hill on a number of pertinent topics and treatment information, including early intervention, importance of nutrition, eating disorders in the LGBTQ community, and the neurobiology of disordered eating and body image. Watch those interviews during HAN's Coffee Break News Show Mondays at 11 and on demand at han.network.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. MrHandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com.
Looking for new opportunity this year? How does growing a business with unlimited income potential sound? Christy Kinsman is a local entrepreneur building a global health and wellness business in Fairfield County. Offering cutting-edge anti-aging skincare, all botanically based and paraben-free, and a complete vegan clean eating nutritional plan, Christy's looking for business partners that can help get others healthier while taking advantage of an untapped market. Take that first step to freedom from the 9-to-5 grind by learning more about the products and our mentorship program. Contact Christy at thelittlehouseshop@yahoo.com.
Give your day a jumpstart with the latest news, sports, weather, and more on Coffee Break, live on the HAN Network, weekdays at 11 a.m. Connecticut news doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break.
And welcome back out of the break, out of the locker room. The Ridgefield Tigers come back with a 36-25 lead over the Warde Mustangs here in Game 1 of 4 of the boys FCIAC quarterfinals. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. Alongside Chris Kutzo, I'm Kevin Coleman. And Chris, let's get your thoughts on that first half.
Just an all-around turnaround from the Ridgefield Tigers. They were really able to get in a rhythm there at the end of this second quarter and really bring it to these Fairfield Mustangs.
And coming into the second half, leading scorer right now is Chris Longo with 12. McNamara with 11. Joe Newborn was 6. For the Warde Mustangs, Sean Conway has 7, Longley has 7, and J.J. Conway has 5. We'll see the Ridgefield Tigers start things off here. Here's Zach Essen, player. Over to Chris Longo. Here's Ladowdy. Look inside. Good look by Longo. No good. Good defense by the Warde Mustangs.
Trying to force it a little too much there to the basket was Chris Longo.
Warde Mustangs trying to respond after having a great first quarter. Went a little cold in the second, which the Tigers took advantage of. Good steal by Essen player, but he steps out of bounds. So the Warde Mustangs will catch a break.
I like what Coach McClellan is doing here for Ridgefield. Those on-the-ball double teams. You saw it with Parsons at the top of the key there, and then they brought it down into the paint. So definitely something to keep an eye on.
Parsons would love to get going here in the second half. As you see Conway brothers hand it off. A look inside. Conway from 3. And it's good. Nothing but net.
Yeah, that time coming off the screen, they lost their man, so that resulted in the open look for Warde.
And we'll see Zach Essen, player. A look inside. Ladowdy's good.
Tigers lead 38-28.
A 10-point lead for the Tigers here in the third quarter. Side, an errant pass, but it's saved by Conway.
Warde's looking a little anxious coming out of the locker room. Not too much, but just enough to where they might not spread it adequately.
Bruin, the jumper, is good. Mustangs 2 for 2 from the field to start the second half.
This is where Ridgefield has to set it up, find an open man on the wing.
Longo's jumper's off, and it's rebounded by Sean Conway. Here's Longley. Kicks it outside to Parsons. Good look to JJ. Conway's jumper is no good. Nice rebound by Brendan McNamara. And here come the Tigers.
Great defense by Newborn on that shot.
Longo from three, no good. We're going to get a foul on the floor.
Looks like over the back on Brendan McNamara. Oh no, it's going to be on Ladowdy.
That's Ladowdy's second foul. Both teams went into the bonus, Chris, in that first half. So both teams definitely had to be disciplined here in the second half because your star players, you don't want them sitting on the bench.
Yeah, both teams were definitely a little overzealous in that first half. You just got to chalk it up to nerves. I mean, this is a big game. This is quarterfinals, FCIACs. You just really got to settle down and just play your brand of basketball, like I said before.
Beautiful pass inside to Longley. Even prettier layup.
Ward's starting to find a tempo here.
Ward down 6. And it's stolen away by Conway. Conway behind the back pass. Longley gets it to go. A good start to the second half for the Mustangs, Chris.
I would take a timeout if I were Coach McClellan. Settle his Ridgefield team down. You can tell they're playing a little too anxiously right now. But they're he's gonna let him play on.
Zach Essen player kicks it out to McNamara. Over to Newborn. His shot from three, no good. Nice rebound by JJ Conway. 38-34 is our score. Marcel Parsons gets his own rebound after shooting a three. And it's good. JJ Conway again from three-point land. 2 for 2 from the land. And Coach McClellan has no choice but to call a timeout here, and rightfully so. We'll take it with him. We'll be back with more third quarter action here on the HAN Network.
Whether you're looking for the freshest seafood, the perfect steak, or want to share delicious appetizers, look no further than the Stone's Throw in Seymour. Chef Peter Hom has more than 30 years of experience creating original recipes in his American eclectic style. Our dishes are made from scratch with fresh, local ingredients that pair perfectly with a seasonal craft beer, a signature cocktail, or your favorite wine. When you visit our Riverside location, you'll feel like you're on vacation when you're only a stone's throw from home. Visit us on Roosevelt Drive in Seymour or at stonesThrowCT.com.
And welcome back to Fairfield Warde High School here. It's boys FCIAC quarterfinals. Game 1 of 4. The Ridgefield Tigers holding on to a 1-point lead. And Chris, they had a 10-point lead coming out of the locker room. What a start for the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Mustangs have really come out of the locker room hot. Well, whatever Coach Schwaller said definitely worked, but I just wasn't a fan of letting them play on through that run there for Fairfield Warde. I thought that Coach McClellan should have taken a timeout a little earlier than he did, and it ended up resulting in a Warde three-pointer that brought them back to 1.
Ridgefield Tigers trying to respond, and Ladowdy gets called for the travel. Tightly contested game, of course. These two teams played each other on Wednesday night. Last game of the regular season, the Tigers were winners. That game was at Ridgefield High School at the Tiger Den. And here's a three-pointer for the Mustangs. In and out is Marcel Parsons. Here comes Zach Essen player.
Yeah, Parsons couldn't get a handle on it from what it looked like. Just a quick pass, tried to get it off quickly.
Tigers trying to respond here, trying to get their first point. Only scored 1 basket so far to start the second half.
See if St. Pierre can provide a spark from 3 again.
St. Pierre shot in and out. Great job by Nicholas Ladowdy down low to get the offensive rebound and get the board.
Almost banked in the 3 there, St. Pierre, but Ladowdy was there to clean it up.
Tigers up 3. And Brune responds. Back to a 1-point game. Back and forth we go, Chris.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. We're in for a fun afternoon if this is going to be the case for all 4 games.
Good look down low from McNamara. Kicks it out to Zachary Essenplayer. Over to McNamara, down low. Layup is good. What a strong effort by Brendan McNamara.
McNamara almost didn't expect that pass along the baseline, but he was able to put it in.
J.J. Conway has been hot. Got a hot hand so far in the second half. Brune kicks it out to Longley. Longley driving baseline. His shot gets blocked by Ladowdy, but a nice rebound by Conway, and the Mustangs will hang on to it.
That was a little forced. They had Sean Conway sitting in the corner waiting for a three there.
Down low we go. Brune. His shot's blocked again by Ladowdy. 2 in a row by the center of the Tigers. Great job by Zach Essenplayer to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line shooting 2.
Came up a little lame, skimping a little bit to the bench. He's got a brace on that left knee. Something to keep an eye on. I'm surprised. I'm sure Brendan McNamara coming off that foot injury, he's definitely got some tape on that foot for support. But a little surprising there to see a brace on Essenplayer's knee.
First free throw is good. Ladowdy will check out, and so will St. Pierre. Zach Essenplayer looking to go 2 for 2 from the line. The Tigers 5-2 down the stretch of the last games of the month. Essenplayer 2 for 2 from the line. Big wins against Wilton, St. Joe's, West Hill, New Canaan, and Ward. Of course, that game came on Wednesday night. The only 2 losses came against Staples and Norwalk. I came against Norwalk. What a game it was. Norwalk edging out the Tigers 62-60. And a big steal here for the Tigers. Here's McGarity. Longo's layup is no good, and McNamara right there to put it back. And the Tigers up 5.
Oh.
Three-pointer is good. We trade baskets back and forth. Big three-pointer by Becker. And we'll get a timeout called by Coach Swaller. We'll take it with him. We'll have more third quarter action here on the HAN Network.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
And welcome back out of the timeout. Chris, if you're Coach Swaller, what are you talking to your team about in that huddle?
I just got to continue to play, conservatively, take care of the basketball, find your shots, force this team into turnovers defensively because they played great on defense. It's been more or less Ridgefield's found their stroke, and they were able to get open looks. So just continue to play that man-on-man defense that we saw from Ward all season. It's been very, very good. So just continue to play that.
With a little over a minute remaining here in the third quarter, Tigers hanging on to a 46-42 lead. With Brendan McNamara from downtown, no good. And a nice rebound by Newborn. Newborn will kick it out to Essenplayer. Back out to Newborn, down to McNamara. McNamara gets fouled, but it's before the shot. And compared to the first half, both teams doing a nice job being disciplined. Both teams now with only 2 team fouls.
Yeah, they definitely are playing a little bit more smarter when it comes to fouls. It's just a matter of being careful with your players that are in foul trouble.
Essenplayer down to McNamara, out of the inbound. Back out to Newborn. Nice defense there by Rashad Butler. And we'll get a foul. It's going to be on number 20, Rashad Butler of the Warde Mustangs. How about that job by Newborn?
That was a great job of looking to get the foul, to get out of that double team that they were going to press just moments after that foul occurred.
Tigers will inbound. 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Essen player. Over to Newborn. Newborn in the corner, trapped. Nice job by Rashad Butler. And now we'll get a foul. It's going to be on Newborn.
Yeah, Brendan McNamara smartly trying to get Newborn to calm down. He's telling him to take it easy here. They want to keep all their shooters on the floor. And you look at that, Kevin, 22 seconds left in the third quarter. How fast is this game flying by?
Both teams playing great basketball, Chris. Back and forth we go. And we'll have a fun fourth quarter to look forward to here up next with 15 seconds remaining. See if the Warde Mustangs draw up here. It's J.J. Conway. His shot is good.
Wow.
Basket will count.
What strength and concentration by J.J. Conway on that. Unreal. Some of the plays that we see at this level, even though it's FCIAC high school basketball, unreal.
J.J. Conway, the oldest of the Conway brothers, Sean, a junior. We'll see Marcel Parsons check in for Matthew Becker. Now keep in mind, Chris, there's 6 seconds remaining, plenty of time for the Tigers if Conway should sink both out of the inbound to get down court and get a shot.
Yeah, definitely. Just got to be careful of the press that they're going to force here as we see it.
Great defense by Rashad Butler. Tigers will hang on to the inbound with 6 seconds remaining. Warde cutting this deficit to 1 as we'll see St. Pierre check in for Longo.
Now we talk about Coach Belichick for the Patriots saying no days off. With Coach Swaller for Fairfield Warde, it's no plays off.
For all you Patriot fans here in Fairfield County. 6 seconds remaining, 46-45 Tigers is our score. Here's Essen player. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Shot's no good. And that's how we'll end the third quarter. Warde Mustangs doing a great job of coming back, only trailing by 1. The Tigers going to the third quarter, 46-45 here on the HN Network.
Looking for new opportunity this year? How does growing a business with unlimited income potential sound? Christy Kinsman is a local entrepreneur building a global health and wellness business in Fairfield County. Offering cutting-edge anti-aging skincare, all botanically based and paraben-free, and a complete vegan, clean-eating nutritional plan, Christy's looking for business partners that can help get others healthier while taking advantage of an untapped market. Take that first step to freedom from the 9-to-5 grind by learning more about the products and our mentorship program. Contact Christy at thelittlehouseshop@yahoo.com. Are you looking for new?
When it comes to local entertainment, we've got it all.
From movies, local artists, etiquette, and more.
Watch HAN Arts and Leisure with me, Steve Coulter, and our Arts and Leisure editor, Sally Sanders, Mondays at 12:30, right here on the HAN Network.
And welcome back to Fairfield Warde High School here on the HN Network. The Tigers coming in the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead. Chris, I think we're in for a fun fourth quarter here.
We are not only a fun fourth quarter, but a fun 4 games. How about that?
Of course, we have Darien Danbury up next. Darien sitting at number 2. Danbury sitting at number 7. After that, we'll have Trinity Wilton to round out the night. We'll have the nightcap.
I'm excited for that next game. Danbury was definitely one of my preseason picks.
We'll see Warde start the fourth quarter off here. Here's Sean Conway.
Trinity has definitely been playing great basketball. Well, definitely got to tune into that 5 o'clock game. That's going to be real fun.
Conway from 3. No good. Almost in. A nice rebound by Ladowdy.
Talk about Wilton coach Joel Gariak. He's having a word with Stanford AD Jim Moriarty and Dave Schultz, who was over there, the FCIAC commissioner, but looks like he's wandered off somewhere.
Longo's land's no good. It'll go out of bounds off the Tigers. Warde will regain possession. Of course, that nightcap is one that a lot of people will be keeping an eye on. Trumbull against McMahon. Just spoke to J.J. Full. Trumbull Eagles. They're already here, getting a look at all these teams, and they're excited As Conway's shot off, no good. Nice rebound by Ladowdy. Here comes SM Player.
I don't care what the seed is, 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7. Throw it out the window. It doesn't matter. This is playoff basketball.
What a move inside by Chris Longo. He gets it, the lay-in to go. Tigers take a 3-point lead.
You talk about Eric Day, one of the best players in the FCIAC for Brian McMahon.
We talked about him on Nutmeg Sports, how he's the type of player that could take over a tournament, so we're excited to see that nightcap. But, of course, we're looking forward to the other 2 games remaining. Rashad Butler from 3. It's off. How about Ladowdy, Chris, doing a great job with the rebounds.
Really a big difference maker for this Ridgefield Tigers team.
What a look inside by SM Player to McNamara. He gets it to go, and the Tigers are up 5. And
oh, wow.
Referee
they almost called a timeout there. Coach Swaller saying, no, I didn't call a timeout. Is it play? Play on.
Referees will call time here, so we'll get a quick discussion.
Whether or not to grant the timeout to Fairfield Warde to make them burn a timeout.
No timeout is called. We'll get an inbound for the Warde Mustangs.
A little bit of a miscommunication there amongst the coaching staff for Fairfield Warde. He'll have a word with his assistant coach, Dominic Langston. But they'll play on here.
Coach Swaller. And we'll get another timeout called here by the referee. Off the floor. Something fell on the court. That was quickly cleaned up. So we'll do it again. We'll inbound again. No timeout is called. Just a quick little time called by the referees. Warde Mustangs still with the ball. Marcel Parsons kicks it over to Conway. Jumper is off. Rebounded by his brother Conway, and his shot's up, but it's rebounded by Ladowdy. Here comes SM Player of the Tigers. Longo down in the corner. Good spin move by SM Player, but he's called for the travel.
One step too much there.
Coach McClellan unhappy with the call. Get an official timeout here.
Oh, they're going to clean up. Looks like it's spillage on the floor.
The wet spot on the floor. We'll see Brendan McNamara check back in for the Tigers. So with a little over 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes remaining.
Jordan Thurman, athletic trainer for Ridgefield. Or, I'm sorry, Jordan Thurman doing a great job there.
A little over 5.5 remaining. Ridgefield hanging on to a 5-point lead. Chris, what do the Warde Mustangs need to do here to try and tie this game up? If not, take the lead.
Just take high percentage shots. It really comes down to that. As Ladowdy.
And we'll get a foul. We'll get a foul on Ladowdy here. McClellan in disbelief. He's wondering where the foul was. Tigers saying that he got all ball. Matthew Becker will go to the line shooting 2.
Okay. Going back to that, though, Fairfield Warde just has to do themselves a favor and just take high percentage shots, because you can see difference maker in Ladowdy. We talked about him before, too. The size advantage for Ridgefield is there. So they definitely aren't going to continue to have the success that they've had penetrating the basket. Just spread it around. Try and get your mid-range jump shots and even your occasional three-point shot, just so that way you can take those good looks.
Becker 1 for 2 from the line. It's a 4-point game.
They can shoot the basketball, Fairfield Warde.
Coach McClellan still unhappy with that call. Good defense here by Marcel Parsons on SM Player. Here's Longo, pump fakes, drives the lane on Becker. We're going to foul on the floor.
He does a great job. Again, going back to it, drawing the contact. Just a physical player.
That's Parsons' 3rd foul. Coach Swaller has to keep that in the back of his head. Longo wide open for 3, off the mark. Rebounded by Parsons. Here come the Mustangs.
Ball handling on that for Marcel Parsons, bringing up the court.
Conway from downtown. He knocks it down. And just like that, Chris, it's a 1-point game.
We are I'm excited. I am just excited. That's all I have to say.
5 minutes remaining. Ridgefield hanging on to a 1-point lead. Longo over to Newborn. Inside SM player. In the corner for Longo. No good. And we'll get a foul here. It's going to be on Longo. Foul. It's like Conway's a little slow to get up here. Both were trying to go for the rebound there, Chris.
Yeah. And Coach McClellan on that sequence while they're picking up their teammate. Screaming, get the ball inside. Get the ball inside.
That's the 15th foul on the Tigers.
Because they have that advantage. They got to remember, they have the size advantage to get it down low to Ladowdy to post up.
Marcel Parsons, little over 4.5 remaining, trying to take the lead for the first time in the second half for his Mustangs. Drive inside. Jumper off the mark. Nice rebound by Longo.
You would think that Ladowdy would be the one scooping up all the rebounds, but Longo's a glass cleaner, man. He gets up there, and he's not going to let any other team come down with the rebound.
Longo looks inside to Brendan McNamara. McNamara gets doubled up. Nice job of kicking it back out.
They're going to swing Ladowdy down to the post because he was up at the top of the key there.
SM player picked up his dribble. Nice job. Here's Josh Newborn. Layup is no good. Rebounded by McNamara. He gets the put back in. What an effort there by McNamara.
He is some player. He amazes me with how he can get to the basket.
Fairfield Warde looking to respond. 3-pointers off by Becker.
I would imagine that Chris Longo has to have a double-double by now.
Great look inside Ladowdy by SM player. It's off Parsons' fingertips. He'll stay with the Ridgefield Tigers.
We'll have to check the scorer's table. He's got to have over 10 rebounds. I see him up on the glass every play.
See Jackson Longley check in for Becker. We'll see Ladowdy inbound for the Tigers. Kicks it out to Longo. Longo double teamed over to SM player. In the corner, Newborn.
Pass.
Good pump fake inside, and he's fouled. Count the basket, Chris.
Great play by Newborn. The ball fake, pump fake, bringing it down the baseline, getting the contact, going to the line, and one.
Great job by the Tigers. Newborn going to the line. Basket's good. He'll shoot one. The Mustangs crowd comes alive here. And it's good. Clutch free throw there by Newborn, Chris.
Big. That might be a difference maker down the stretch here. It really might be.
Tigers up 6. A little over 3 minutes remaining. Parsons pump fakes. Drives the lane.
Wow.
What a pretty move by Marcel Parsons.
Oh, he's switching up left to right hand on that. Going up. Soft touch off the glass for Marcel Parsons.
Shimmy shakes defenders. Here comes the double team on McNamara.
Just got to slow it down here.
Tigers up 4.
Don't force anything.
Nice job swinging the ball around. Newborn. Thought about driving the lane. Kicks it back out. Good defense there by Conway. It'll go out of bounds. And it'll be off Fairfield Warde. Swaller unhappy with the call, Chris.
He was jumping out of his shoes. Thought there was a little touch there by SM player, but not what the officials saw.
With a little over 2.5 remaining, McNamara will inbound to SM player. Tigers trying to hold on to this 4-point lead and move on to the next round.
Every possession counts here for both teams. Every single one. Empty trips are...
What a move inside! The senior Chris Longo.
Seeing empty trips would be not good at this point in time, but Chris Longo doing a great job there.
The big bucket by the senior, and we'll get a turnover on Ward. That's on Marcel Parsons. Just dribbles off his foot, Chris.
Yeah, he's a little upset with himself.
2:10 remaining. Tigers up 6.
student section trying to pump up the defense here for Fairfield Warde.
See McNamara kick it over to Newborn. Good defense there by Conway to deflect it out of bounds.
Nearly getting the steal almost every possession, but just can't quite get the big steal that they need, get the bucket.
Brendan McNamara will inbound for the Tigers. Hands it off to Zach Essenplayer. Newborn over to McNamara, back to Essenplayer. Essenplayer double team, kicks it out. Had McNamara wide open. Ladowdy chose to kick it back out. McNamara back inside to Ladowdy. Stripped away. Ladowdy wins the ball back. Essenplayer. Nice job by Newborn here, Chris.
Yeah.
And the Tigers slowing the pace down with 1:30 to go.
Yeah, slowing down the clock. They're going to have a lot of time. Oh.
Newborn, a lot of contact as he went up for that layup. Didn't make the shot. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on Jackson Longley.
That is exactly the type of possession you want if you're Coach McClellan. Spread it around, pass it, hand it off, kill a lot of time on the clock, and Coach McClellan's chugging down half his water bottle. It's a 6-point game here. Intensity runs high.
Newborn's first shot, no good. He's now 5 of 7 from the line tonight. Looking to make this second one. And it's good. And we'll get a timeout called by Coach McClellan. We'll take it with him. We'll have more fourth quarter action here. Tigers up 58-51. We'll have more after this on the HAN Network.
Have a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Basketball, hockey, skiing, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
And welcome back out of the timeout, Chris. If you're Coach McClellan, the Ridgefield Tigers, what are you telling your team in this timeout?
Just keep it simple. Don't lose your man. Settle off screens. Just play good defense here because you don't. Every possession counts, like I said. So make sure you just get some stops here and try and pull away.
A minute 27 remaining. Tigers hanging on to a 7-point lead. Ward with 16 fouls. Tigers with 5. Coming up next here on the HN Network, we will have number 2, Darien Blue Wave, take on number 7, the Danbury Hatters.
Might be the potential to be the most exciting game of the day. Aside from this has been great so far.
If you're just joining us, thank you all for tuning in for game 1 of 4 today on this Saturday filled with great FCIAC sports on the HN Network. Conway from 3. What a big 3-pointer there by J.J. Conway. We'll get a timeout called by Coach Swaller. We'll take it with him. We'll have more action here on the HN Network after this.
Throughout National Eating Disorder Awareness Month in February, the HAN Network and Silver Hill Hospital are working together to raise awareness. Every Monday this month, we'll feature in-depth discussions with experts at Silver Hill on a number of pertinent topics and treatment information, including early intervention, importance of nutrition, eating disorders in the LGBTQ community, and the neurobiology of disordered eating and body image. Watch those interviews during HAN's Coffee Break News Show Mondays at 11 and on demand at han.network.
When it comes to local entertainment, we've got it all.
From movies, local artists, etiquette, and more.
Watch HAN Arts and Leisure with me, Steve Coulter, and our Arts and Leisure editor, Sally Sanders, Mondays at 12:30, right here on the HAN Network.
Welcome back after a timeout called by Coach Swaller with the Warde Mustangs. And Chris, a big 3-pointer there by Sean Conway with a minute 17 remaining. They're now down 4. What does Warde need to do now with a minute 17 remaining to try and tie this game up?
I think they just have to get a stop here. I mean, it's so important, so pivotal coming down the stretch here with a minute and a half remaining. But we have to keep an eye on Sean Conway. He's getting examined by the trainer behind the bench there. Might have taken a shot there at the end of the play.
We'll see Brendan McNamara inbound to Chris Longo. Great job by the Tigers of breaking the press. And we'll see an offensive foul called on Newborn. Great job there, Chris, by Jackson Longley to set his feet.
Yeah, Newborn just got a little too anxious there, tried to bring it up. We talked about how the Ridgefield Tigers really haven't been comfortable running in that fast-paced transition. So just be careful here if you're Ridgefield. You don't want to take yourself out of your comfort zone.
We'll see Conway here with the ball. Three-pointers up, no good, off the mark. Rebounded by McNamara of the Tigers, and he's fouled right away by Rashad Butler.
A little, you know, coming off a turnover like that, you really have to keep in mind, just play fundamentally. I mean, coming down into a game like this with a minute to go, 4-point deficit, really just go back to the basics and just focus on not turning the ball over, high percentage shots. It's really important.
McNamara 1 and 1 from the line. He misses it. Here come the Warde Mustangs. Parsons drives the lane, kicks it out. Jackson Longley for three, and he's got it! What a big three-pointer! Warde is down one. And the Tigers are forced to call a timeout.
Wow.
And the Warde Mustang fans come alive.
This is exciting.
Chris, we're going to stay here for this timeout. If you're Coach McClellan, what do you say in the huddle here after a big three-pointer there for Warde?
Oh, man, coming 6 points in 3 possessions there, it's really just going to come down to just playing good defense because they're just finding their open shooters, just exactly what they want to do, Fairfield Warde. So just focus on not losing your man. And remember, Kevin, hand down, man down.
You heard it here first from Chris Cutso himself. And if you're the Tigers here, if you're the Warde Mustangs, do you foul right away or do you let the Tigers try and run a play?
I think remember that there's no shot clock in FCIAC high school basketball, but just try and force a turnover coming out in the backcourt. That's going to be most important, is seeing if they can get that 8-second violation, because if they can get that and get the ball in their offensive half court, it's going to be big.
We'll see the Tigers out of the timeout. Tigers have 2 timeouts remaining. They have 1 timeout remaining, while Fairfield Warde has 2. Essen player gets the rebound. McNamara swings it over to Newborn. Newborn gets it over. There's Longo, he kicks it over to Essen player.
Now they have to foul. Yep.
Essen player
They're
fouled,
still
go to the line.
Not in the double bonus, too. Still shooting 101.
Foul's going to be on Rashad Butler. And that's his 4th foul.
And if you're Ridgefield, don't panic. Panicking won't get you anywhere in a game like this.
Big moment here for the senior captain, Essen player. First shot is good.
He was going to follow his free throw, which was smart. Very smart by Essen player. But he fortunately got the roll he wanted. He got the first one.
We'll see McGarity check in for Ladowdy.
This is really interesting now.
Essen player taking a big, deep breath after
forfeiting your size there, taking Ladowdy off the court.
And we'll see if Essen player can make it a 3-point game. He will, nothing but net. Warde down 3 with 30 seconds remaining. Here's Conway.
Conway to Conway.
Drive inside. Layup is good.
Timeout.
And we'll get a timeout called by Coach Swaller. We're going to take a break with him. With 19 seconds remaining, Ridgefield with a 1-point lead here on the HAN Network.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. MrHandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com.
Give your day a jumpstart with the latest news, sports, weather, and more on Coffee Break, live on the HAN Network, weekdays at 11 a.m. Connecticut.
Back from the timeout here at Warde High School. The Tigers with a 1-point lead with 19 seconds remaining, Chris.
Yeah, and it just a turnaround. It's back and forth going between these two teams. What a great game, Kevin. What a great display for game one here of our 4 games.
And we're only in game 1. McNamara trying to inbound. He gets it over to Newborn just in time, and they foul him. Boy, Chris, that was very close to being a turnover for the Tigers.
Newborn's had a couple possessions like that, but fortunately he hasn't turned the ball over, and double teams, triple teams like that. We'll go to the line shooting 9 and 10, I believe, right?
Joe Newborn will go to the line. 5 of 7 tonight from the line. With 17 seconds remaining, still a lot of basketball to be played, Chris.
Rashad Butler is now fouled out for Fairfield Warde. So you can see the bench start to empty here.
Big free throw here. Joe Newborn, the senior, gets it to go. And again, Chris, we're going to see McGarity check in for Ladowdy.
Yeah. It's interesting because they bring him in, and if I'm Ridgefield and they're trying to get to the basket, I want that rebound. But you take him out because you don't want him to get fouled and have to go to the line.
Second shot for Newborn. No good. Rebounded by Conway. 15 seconds to go. Ridgefield up 2. Down low we go. Conway couldn't get it to go, but he'll go to the line shooting 2.
Oh, these are big. And what does our friend Frank Granito say? Frankie free throws. Let's see it coming up here.
Frank Granito calling the hockey championships, which you can also tune into on the HAN Network. If you go to HAN.network, you see the Ridgefield crowd trying to come alive here. 10 seconds remaining. 2 big free throws coming up for J.J. Conway, the senior.
Oh.
Nothing but net on the first one.
Big. They're going to take out the other Conway, Sean. But you have 10 seconds left to your Ridgefield, and you have a timeout. So wait until they get into their half court. Take a timeout. Oh, there's a big.
Ice in his veins. It's good. Here comes Essen Player. Officials blowing their whistle. The clock did not run.
Yeah, they're gonna redo that. They're gonna bring it back. But in all likelihood, Coach McClellan for Ridgefield is gonna call a timeout once he gets in his half court.
1 timeout remaining for the Tigers. Both teams.
I don't know if they'll press here. It'll be interesting. It looks like they will.
Inbound goes to Longo. Here comes McNamara. 5 seconds.
Let him go.
Shot is up, and it's good! Wow. And it's good! Wow. And it's good! And it's good! It's all over! The Tigers move on! Nicholas Ladowdy gets it to go! Wow, Chris!
That is amazing! What a game!
What a moment for these Tigers fans and for Coach McClellan and his team. McNamara drives the lane, gets that bucket to go, and the Tigers will move on with a 2-point win.
That is incredible, but I don't know. I think they should let the student section come out and celebrate on that one. They're ushering back into the stands there. But hey, great win for the Tigers. Excellent.
Great win for the Tigers. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the player of the game right here on the HAN Network.
Maybe this year, year? How does growing a business with unlimited income potential sound? Christy Kinsman is a local entrepreneur building a global health and wellness business in Fairfield County. Offering cutting-edge anti-aging skincare, all botanically based and paraben-free, and a complete vegan, clean-eating nutritional plan, Christy's looking for business partners that can help get others healthier while taking advantage of an untapped market. Take that first step to freedom from the 9-to-5 grind by learning more about the products and our mentorship program. Contact Christy at thelittlehouseshop@yahoo.com.
I'm Frank Granito.
And I'm Donald Ing for the HAN Network.
Tune in to Nutmeg Sports Monday through Thursday, where we bring you all the top stories from Connecticut sports.
From highlights to player interviews and expert analysis, no one gets you closer to Connecticut's games than Nutmeg Sports.
Nutmeg Sports, now Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. on the HAN Network.
Welcome back to Fairfield Warde High School here on the HN Network. We are here with the player of the game, Ridgefield big winners, Ladowdy. Let's talk about it, that last play of the game, your game winner. Let's go through it.
10 seconds left. We kind of broke down at the end there. BMAC gave me a look. I have to give him credit on that. We took advantage of size, and I'm just glad it went in.
Talk about this team as a whole. You guys were down in the first half. What was the message like in the locker room at half?
Basically, we just wanted to keep grinding, keep fighting, take it possession by possession. You know, we're playing them in their home gym. They're going to get a lot of momentum. We knew that from the beginning. And we just had to lock in on defense. They're a great offensive team.
All right, Chris, congratulations on the win. Best of luck in the next round, all right?
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the second matchup. It's Darien versus Danbury here on the HN Network.
Hi, I'm Denise Figuergoli, host of The Drive, here every Tuesday on the HN Network. It's about how you fuel your mind, your body, your spirit that creates the life you live, with people, places, ideas, and organizations that move us forward mindfully and consciously. Tune into The Drive here on the HN Network, Tuesdays at 12:30.
When it comes to local entertainment, we've got it all.
From movies, local artists, etiquette, and more.
Watch HAN Arts and Leisure with me, Steve Coulter, and our Arts and Leisure editor, Sally Sanders, Mondays at 12:30, right here on the HAN Network.
Welcome back to the HN Network here. Post-game show. Chris, let's quickly talk about that last game we saw.
That was just awesome. A great game, just back and forth. It was definitely something we want to see for the foreseeable future here for this quarterfinals. Just excellent.
Now, don't forget, we have another game coming up. This is only game one of 4. Up next, we have Darien taking on Danbury coming up very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Chris and I will be back on the call. We'll see you in a few minutes.